Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Friday. It's the end of the week. Unfortunately, I'm still working through the weekend, but it's all good. Angel baby, hello. Welcome back to Friday Shenanigans. We're going to see what we can get into here in a moment. I'm at the 100 steps right now. Jonathan, hello. Yeah, I'm at the 100 steps right now. What's up, Donovan? I was just talking to you, buddy. As you see, they're not there anymore. That was a couple hours ago, but they're not there anymore, boss. Here, we're next to this artsy building here at the 100 steps. They just redid these a couple years ago, redone them, I should say. So they don't look too bad. But yeah, some rusty cool artwork there. But yeah, we're gonna take a little cruise. Donovan, should I go up or back down into the city, boss? Fix my camera here. What the heck? There we go. I say we go down into the city, but I'm always down in the city though. But yeah, let's go see what's popping down there in a second. I just gotta finish this real quick. So it's Friday, there's definitely going to be some traffic. The weather's not too bad out. Excuse me. Take the cruise down here. See what Santa's little shop's up. Calling for rain in a bit. Yeah, it feels like it. That's a really cool looking artwork there. Wow, actually that is really good. I'm even behind the heater there. I mean, it's covered up a little bit, but there's something there too. Air conditioner, I should say. Quick and isolated as well. Okay. Well, hopefully we get mist up here. Wow, that is actually really nice detail. Let's get a little closer look. They do a real good job on that, didn't they? Green means go. And that I shall do. Yo, no kidding. I've never noticed that before. There's shoes up there on the power line. I never noticed that there before. That's crazy. And again, there's this building. I gotta watch where I'm going. Can't be doing this everywhere I go, you know? Shining cameras and everything. Right there's the toilet. What are they doing with this building here, Donovan? Any idea? Yeah, we got a new pub and B&B coming into town, actually. Just found this out yesterday. They were working on it for a bit, I remember that, then it caught fire again. But yeah, we're gonna go check out the story here, actually. But yeah, they were talking about how convenient it was to the portal, that they're going to make this old furniture store into a B&B plus a brew house pub type deal. Donovan has the whole story, actually. I read it again. I seen that same article, Donovan, today. I read that. So we're going to go discover some more about that real quick. I was actually going to do a pre-record video about that story, but you know what? Why not just do it now? So the portal is right on the other side of here. That goes to the AOAA, which is the off-road park for ATVs, Jeeps, off-road vehicles, all kind of terrain, you know. Old coal mining lands that have been reclaimed into a park. basically. People come from all over to go there, out of state and everything like that. There's also Fro. Fro has a lot of property up around here as well. Fro is famous Reading anthracite. They're a big coal company. Yeah, Hershey. I'm actually from that county that happened, and I'm from Harrisburg originally, which is Dauphin County. Hershey's right outside of Harrisburg. It wasn't that bad of a fire. There's been multiple fires at the Hershey factory over my span of lifetime. But I tell you, I remember when Hershey used to make the chocolate in Hershey, the whole town would smell like chocolate nonstop, right? And then they had a zoo where they had, I think they were buffalo or something. I was like in 4th grade. We went to the zoo, and it's right next to the chocolate factory. So the zoo smelled of chocolate instead of, normal animal stuff. So it was like the sweetest smell on earth, So yeah, as you come, like I said, you can see where I'm heading. Yeah, it was actually Norfolk Southern Line. You're actually right. But yeah, so we go up here where we just came from. You make that left. The portal's right there. So they come up this way, and they have, as you see, the signs up here on the poles. You can go anywhere where these signs are with the ATVs and stuff legally. All right, so you can come down here. It draws business into the town and tries to bring revenue back to the city. That was what the goal was. I don't know how well that's doing. But immediately right here, this old train station, which was a furniture store for a long time. How about it, Donovan? A very long time. But they're going to be turning this into what I was just telling you about, the bed and breakfast. It's going to be like a pub. All that good stuff, a bar. I don't know how else to describe it, but I'm telling you, that's what they need in the city. They need more hotels and stuff like that, because nobody has anywhere to stay when they come down through here. So they got not only this building, that building, and this building right here, the old furniture store. I believe they moved, or they went out of business, one or the other. But yeah, it's going to come here, and here, and up there. A small city, very small city, yeah. I actually don't live in the city, but I live in a township outside the city. Springfield. Yeah, they got, look at all these vehicles here, man. There hasn't been this many vehicles here in like a year. They got vans and everything right here. I believe these belong to the ale house, though, this van and that van. Not sure. Yeah, they're going to go in this building right here. The old furniture store. I'm sure there's a lot of remodeling going to need to be done. I really like this thing right here, though. Hello, you're fake. Oh, look at that spiral light up there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I love the small town feel, though, man. The small city vibe, compared to Harrisburg or anywhere else that we've ever been. Yeah. Maybe they'll take this sign down and put it in that restaurant downtown. Yeah. Yo, Jonathan, you're absolutely right. Play it like it's Monopoly. So I was just looking on my channel dashboard this morning, right? This video right here got me my 500 subscribers right here. This video, the Firehouse Winery, it has 662K views in 1 year. Almost a year now since that happened. So I'm very, 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 very amazed by that. I'd never thought I'd even have 1,000 views on something, let alone reaching numbers like that. And I don't think I'll ever be able to get another video like that again, because I'm the only person I know that has pre-arrival video of that. Before the fire department even showed up. I got it when the first cop was on the scene. I was already recording. And I was really brand new at doing YouTube, so the editing on that was okay. But if I could do it over again, I'm telling you, that would be like the grandest premiere ever. And then, of course, I was in the old Washington school here. You're going to hear that all day long, them big trucks like that. If you live along this route, anywhere in the coal region along 61, 54 is another one. All day long. Dump truck after dump truck. Trash trucks, 18-wheelers, everything you can imagine. But these triaxles are no joke. All day long. They start early in the morning, like 5 a.m. I believe. You start hearing them, maybe even sooner than that. But yeah, here's the other side of it. They're going to make that into the bar, I believe, if I remember the picture correctly, Donovan. Yeah, I know there's, I think the one in Coltmont, that furniture store that was in Coltmont, they're the ones that moved to Mount Carmel. I know that for sure. Find some big chunks of coal, man. They're everywhere. You know this. So like, yeah, there's people over there checking it out now. Probably making a game plan on what they need to do. I know there's enough bars around here. We don't need any more of them. Oh, just so we're all aware, yeah, Jeep. I'll call that Jeep one of the day right there. Reminds me of what mine used to look like before I did all the fancy stuff to it. See if we can zoom in and get a little nosy because they have that door open right there. Alright, y'all ready? Y'all see anything in that? Nope, can't, can we? Ale House will fight it, yeah, absolutely right. And you know he has some power in town too. He knows some high up people. Locals always win the battle. There's no joke about it. The locals that have been here forever to know people will win the argument in anything around here when it comes to that. Which isn't fair because how you want to boost the economy that way in here? Now we're really up for a proper nosy. Oh, nothing. Can't see nothing in there. Ale House will fight it. That is absolutely right. Yeah, look at that dome building. That's a big house. Can you imagine living in there? I've seen that one on Smoking Historical page, on history page on YouTube. They did a video and had a tour of that place of the guy that bought it. I'm talking amazing in there. But if I had money to buy something like that, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't. I'd always buy something small and humble, but yet far enough away from people, but not too far away, if that makes sense. Like I want a yard with a fence. Fences make better neighbors. Tax place right here. I gotta come here soon. I'm running out of time, ain't I? Financial expert. Alright, so back in the main drag is smoking. Looks like they stopped all the work here too, Donovan. Or not too long ago they were doing stuff here. Looks like the back door's hanging wide open. Oh, there ain't no back door, and there's a hole. I don't know if you can see it. Camera up best I can. See your left there on the screen? You see there's a hole that goes over to the next part of the building. And even this back door is left wide open. Here you are. Yeah, I know I'm live. What the heck? Did I cut out or something there? It says you're live. Like, yeah, it should be. Thanks for letting me know. Alright. The old hardware store is getting cleaned out and gutted, huh? Jeez. I'm gonna get that part off the screen there for you. About the best we're getting it. Anyways, let's kick rocks from this spot. crack on down the street soon. Actually, no, we have to look at the old smoking sign real quick. The old city right there. I kind of want that picture. That size. That would look really cool hanging up inside my living room. But it'd be better if it had the whole township around it too. It'd make more sense, you know? But think about it, if it was a modern day one like that. Parking enforcement's out. I'm surprised they kept this old police car. They keep replacing all of them. They got all those new Dodge Durangos and all those other police cars up there now. Surprised they didn't take one of those other ones they got rid of. Got rid of this piece of junk and gave him one of the other SUVs or something, you know? I don't understand the concept. Yeah, man. He definitely doesn't like you. Yeah, as you can see, it's just an old police car. That's all it is. Because most parking enforcements don't need a cage in their car, you know what I mean? There's no radios or anything in there. So it's just like a car, you know? It does nothing. Well, Donovan, the guy would like you if you would stop asking him to do his job and tell people to stop parking on a sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? How dare you ask him to do his job? That means you'd have to do more than what the ticket book has for a check mark on it. He pulls his little ticket book out and he just makes check marks and writes your license plate number on it and puts it on your car. And you have to do any more than that, man. That's too much work. It's definitely not his job, is it? Here it goes. I wonder if these guys are gonna be mad today. I'd be down here filming again. Hey, why are you filming my building? It's private property. Yeah, well, this here is a public sidewalk. Over there where I was standing is even more of a public sidewalk. And then that side of the sidewalk walking up the building that way is even more not your fucking property. Sorry, not your property. Wow, I almost slipped up on that. Yeah, see, I was walking up along that wall there because they were dumping all this trash. Matter of fact, they're breaking up more stuff now, so. What's up, Brooklyn kid? See you back. Matter of fact, we're going to watch a little bit of this here real quick. Because, you know, they were mad at me doing this last time. When I had my Osmo out. Imagine what they're going to act like when I'm live. I hear them in there doing something to it. Breaking stuff up. Looks like they moved down another floor there. What? Yeah, they started, the other day, they were on the 3rd floor. They're down, what, to the... No, they were all the way at the top, so they went 3 floors almost. They're on the 3rd one they're working on now. What's up, William? Yeah, that's what we're doing, shenanigans. Knucklehead stuff right now. A little bit of debris falling out. But not like the one that was up the street that was, before I started live streaming, I walked past one that was way up the other end of the street by Coney Island. They were dumping stuff down and dust clouds, or big white dust clouds are everywhere. Like everywhere. Not like this today here though. They were doing that the other day, but last week. There's a little bit of debris here and there, you know. But I wonder what all they're gutting out of this place and what the plans are for it. Could use another hotel. All right. Now there's a Jeep with a dirt bike on it. That's pretty cool. That's right, Easter is coming up, ain't it? Hey, I'm not smart, but yo, man, I could stop laughing when I heard that. Yo, I could stop laughing when he said that this morning. You got me laughing about it now. That's great. Yeah, that is an old Wendy's. They remodeled the inside a few times. Yeah, it's the old style Wendy's. It's next to a beautiful, I guess that was a bank, I believe, at one point. But either ways, let's crack on. Also, that truck, the dude that was upset with me is there. Maybe I should stick around a little bit. People that are out here smoking their cigarettes are back to work, so let's go up this way. Like it was last time. Take it nice and easy. Sounds like glass. Oh, there's somebody in the dumpster. Interesting. Sunrooms, yeah. All that natural light, that was great. And what is transit vision? There's actually somebody in there pulling metal out. That's what's going on, okay. Pulling all the scrap out, yep. So you got a generator running in there. Wonder if that's exhausting inside of the building or not. I'm being watched again. Guy must really not like me. So yeah, let's stand on the other side. See, you come up there with the flashlight next to the thing. He's in this window right here. He's just staring at me. So I wonder, that generator in the door over there. I don't know if we can see it. It's a red generator. It's on the other side of that door. I wonder if that's gas. Poconos? I know that's the coal region area, but I'm nowhere near the Poconos. 570. So. Yeah, someone's in there pulling all the scrap metal out. Twice a week, 2 train engines come through here. It's not Donovan. What was the train company that comes through here? It's not like one of your big popular ones. I forgot what it was. But yeah, they were just coming through here yesterday. And they don't ever haul a lot of anything. Like I said, it's usually just 2 train engines. They go back and forth, and then they're yellow. I've been trying to get out here to get them, but I usually end up not being around for that when it happens. Like by the time I hear it all the way where I live, by the time I get down here, it'll already be through the city. And then it's always hard to judge when it's going to come back through. There's really, I couldn't find a train schedule for anything like that. Holy crowd of people. Yeah, Donovan, let's get some video and let's get that up for him. That'd be a great idea. I'll talk about that with you later then. You know what I mean? I'm sure that folks would love to see what happens with that. Reading. You sure it's Reading? Because I thought they were a popular train company. Like they're a very big one, aren't they? Jesus Lord, look at this crowd of people coming towards me. I've never seen that many people walking around in a group in a long time around here. Yeah, it is definitely a locomotive, local thing. Because they'll come in down here on Market Street. We're going to head down that way now. And they'll come in. And like, I forget what holiday it is, but they'll take you for a long train ride around the area and then bring you back. You buy a ticket and all. And it's kind of like nice passenger cars from back in the day. So, oh, I know what this is. I know what this is, yo. I'll explain it in a moment, all right? I know exactly what's going on now. That's absolutely right. It'd be cool if they did them this year again, because I want to actually go do it, and I'll probably, I can't live stream that because I'll be enjoying it too much. But I would definitely have the Osmo one recording that, It's like a body cam, so. All right, y'all. So that whole crowd walking right there, they're going back to the Victory House. They're all, is it outpatient or inpatient? I think it's outpatient because they get to go out and about. But they're community-based rehab for addiction. So they were probably coming back from a meeting or something. So they're out doing their thing. Good thing to see them all here, and they're all alive still. And looks like they're all pretty healthy at the moment. Hey, look at that. If you was on dope, you wouldn't be trying to do things like that. Look at them, they're all having fun. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? That's right. That's like my video said, is it really a victory? I mean, you can go either way with it. To me, I believe it is, because look, all of them would have been on the street killing themselves, doing the stupid shit they was doing. Sorry about my language, y'all. The stupid stuff they was doing. But yeah, it's good to see. Good to see. I mean, in my opinion, it's good to see. Because when I first moved out this way, there was a little bit of that going on around here. There's some homelessness, some drug abuse and stuff like that going on. But they cleaned this city up real quick. And who's he going to snack? He's going in a hurry. You heard that, right? Right there's another alpha unit right there. Huh? Yup. There comes 2 or 3 of them. That's the K9 car going right there, just past me. I'm sorry, I didn't have the camera adjusted right. They're going straight across. Kind of the direction I was going to head. Alright, I must have missed something in the chat there. Let me scroll back. Yeah, I did. Oh, we were talking about the train line still. I've always liked trains, don't get me wrong. But I haven't really done anything to educate myself a lot on trains. That's the thing. Jonathan, you know a lot about them. You can tell us a whole bunch of good stuff about everything. A book of knowledge right there. Especially Donovan, especially this area. Donovan got that on lock. He knows everything. Donovan for mayor, y'all. I vote Donovan for mayor. Next time they're going to re-elect the mayor in this city, I'm going to make a whole bunch of those signs up. Rodriguez for mayor. Boom, 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 boom. Don Rodriguez. There we go. I'm not going to put your full name on it. What was that? I'm trying to think. Why is it making that noise? Why are you making all that noise like that? What the heck was that about? Lady had a turn signal on and wasn't even turning. How does that even make sense? Yeah, I wonder what the alpha units are up to. That's the police. City of Shamokin is alpha units. I don't know why that guy was beating the horn. There was no stop sign for UPS. See, look, it's not a 4-way stop. What was he getting all hype about? Yeah, that wasn't a pleasant one. That was, as y'all know, that was the aggressive one. Yo, Donovan, we was on Deep View Media this morning, right? You got to hear this. Dude was in a McDonald's drive-thru laying down by the front window where you pick your food up at, right? So Mr. Work started yelling at him to get up, man, you're going to get run over and all this stuff, right? And dude asked him, we'll get right to the point. The conversation started, and he goes, I ain't stupid, but I ain't smart. I freaking lost it, bro. I know, right? You should go Deep View Media and check the Early Bird Gets the Worm this morning. Check that show out. It was pretty early in the beginning of it too. So he rides around Philly all morning today down in Kensington. He does more than just Kensington content, obviously, Donovan. Check it out. I know you come down that way. I think if we go up this way, I gotta let me go. Really cool of them. But I think if we go up that way to Mulberry, there's a house I want to show you that's collapsing in on itself. But I went there at night and we couldn't see it. So we're gonna go check it out now. Our local mail. Great area services over there, EMS providers. Tank. Gotta have a tank. Every town needs one of them. Every Coal Region Explorer needs one of them too. Right? I need one I can go up and through the hills with. North Village. Allison Hill, Harrisburg, y'all. Everybody's from somewhere else, right? Everyone in Shamokin is from somewhere else. No joke. I mean, yeah, you do have some locals that have been here for a long time, like Donovan, but he's not originally from here. And mostly these days, anyone that's moving in is from somewhere else. We got a lot of people from New York, Jersey, Philly, Harrisburg, Pittsburgh. We have some people I met from Pittsburgh. A lot of people from Pennsylvania, like Allentown, Alleghenies out that way. I even met people from Williamsport up this way. Look at them up there, though. Massive. I like having this gimbal. It is carrying this nice and smooth as I walk. Otherwise you will have jumpiness, you know. Like, I like the Osmo. I don't do it as much on the Osmo, but you can tell when I'm walking with it. It's not as smooth as on here using a gimbal. But then again, I do like it because if I'm walking around and stuff, it feels like you're walking with me and all, you know. So we're gonna go this direction because looks like they have a funeral prepared. So we don't want to go up and report any of that. Yeah, the other day, William, when I was doing the shots at the beginning of that video for the churches, right? The reason I only got 6 bells instead of 12, I was waiting for a funeral procession to go by, a session. You know, they were driving by. I couldn't record while that was going on. That was just, I felt that would have been disrespectful. Even if I tried to record over them or something, I wouldn't have gotten the shots I did. So, yeah. We're gonna sneak through the back way to get to where we need to, though, because like I said, I don't want to have them on because of the funeral going on. At one point, it did say fireproof, I believe, on this. Fireproof storage. But I bet you it would burn, though. I bet you it would. But I'm not going to try to find out. Obviously not. Windows. We can see the back of the squatter house, actually. The squatter building fire. That one right there. What is that thing? Massive loading thing? Oh, yo, thank you, William. Highly appreciated, bud. Zoom in on that. Nobody's supposed to be living in this building. But they do. Looks like they put a security camera on, or is that just a pipe? Trying to get the camera to zoom back out. There we go. All right. Security cameras are now in use, which they are. Very good, because they need to see what's going on back. They need to put a basketball hoop back there again. Obviously, private property, no trespassing. So you see where the pavement changes, where the city's taking care of the roadway, and where the private property starts. Give it like a foot or two, you know what I mean? And respect the privacy boundary. And then crack on, because we are on camera, which is all good by me, because they are too. There's a walk-in freezer or something, maybe. Seen better days for sure. I hope they're still not using that like that. It looks like it could just be right opened. Probably not locked, but who knows. Laundry cart in there, a big blue one. Doors open. I'm not going in there. There's couches and all kinds of junk piled in there. So yeah, your typical thing, you know. Typical. Yeah, we gotta get up here, man. I'm wasting time. Got a real nice house there too. There's some real nice looking stuff around here. There really is. A lot of history around here. I mean, if you're going on a vacation and a tour and stuff, I don't recommend coming to visit this place because there's really nothing to do. Unless you're a local and you can figure it out. There's always something to do in the woods and stuff like that. Other than that, there's no like amusement park attraction and stuff for Knoebels. I guess that is pretty big. But that's farther away from here than one would imagine, so we don't get the business from Knoebels over this way. Yeah, I've never really walked up and down these alleys back through here. I do like the vibe though. It's a safe vibe for walking up an alley in a hood. You don't usually get something like that. I'm digging it though. I believe I'm on the right street now. There's a pine. No. I need to go up one more. Because it's past the towers. Well, you know what? Let's go up this way though. Instead of the alleyway. See how they have a stone work on the curb here? That's pretty cool looking. You get a lot of that around here still. Sears, yeah, they're out of business, aren't they? Completely. Sears, the Bonton. No. Sears is Sears. Yeah. The Bonton Boscov is still kind of open. Donovan, I'm up here on 7th or the 6th. Basically, Donovan, you see where I'm at. Am I in Cole Township already? Or, I'm sorry, I said that completely twisted. Am I in Cole Township already? Up here on, what's this, Pine Street or Vine? Pine Street. Pine and 6th. No, this is still the city limits. All right. Nice. Like, you got to reuse the buildings for something. Look at that gargoyle, though. There are 2 of them right there. That big one, though, on the ground. That's really cool. I remember years back I said I was going to get something that looked like that. It was called an asylum angel, I called it, right? Because there's no other way to describe it. But Harrisburg State Hospital took it into a museum somewhere. Well, when it was closing down there, I wanted to take it and use it at my house. It was like a gargoyle-looking angel. So I called it the asylum angel. But yeah, I don't know what happened to it since. It's long gone. I mean, they're tearing down Harrisburg State Hospital anyways. That's why I went and did all the videos I could while I could. And they're going to put them into forensic labs. The whole campus is going to turn into forensic labs. Yo, so I'm looking the wrong way. Right there's the house that we're going to go check out. So since we're at the front of it, let's see. So this red one in question right here. Looks like there's always probably people living in the camper now instead of the house itself. That's falling apart, ain't it? Alright, so it's the old scooter. There's an old fire hydrant here. I guess that's not usable the way it looks. Probably just one of those decoration things, you know. That's what it looks like, yeah. Scoping out as I go through. I don't want to shine the camera on someone's face, you know. But yeah, it looks like they got a whole mobile home set up out here then. But no, the camera's not crooked. It's really falling that direction like that. Ah, there we go. Isn't that crazy looking? The garage is in the same shape. Thank goodness for memory foam, or expanding foam, huh? Otherwise it would have fell apart already, huh? Wow. Talk about rigged. Alright, now we can really see it. How are they getting away with letting this stand like this? Right? One second, I'm gonna keep it zoomed in for a second because I want to go right here. Like, wow, right? That's really real like that. Like, you can't make this up. It definitely is. See, this right here, what it's leaning on, let me back it up. These two here are the same building. That's just the back extension of this one coming down through. It looks like this whole one fell in already. And he just took this middle roofing siding type thing and just tried to cover it up. That's not going to stop it from falling. Yo, you know what's sad? Even the camper collapsed. Holy moly. Oh, that ain't storm damage. That's just damage. That's just the building being old and not taken care of, most likely. Oh yeah, look at that. Even the camper smashed up. Sheesh. Code enforcement needs to really get on that one. I love that style look right there. The porches that go the whole way up like that. The whole way around usually would be even better, but dang, those look nice, don't they? Oh, someone that lives down this way. Right over yonder there. But see, look, there's even more train tracks. These are different ones than what we were looking at earlier. These ones, I believe, are not used at all. Even the railroad ties aren't being taken care of. And if you look down the line, it looks crooked. It looks like it bows all different directions right about in here. So I believe these ones are not in use. Donovan, what do you say? Yeah, everything comes down to money, that's right. You ain't got the money to fix something, you can't fix it. I get it. You got the money to pay off code enforcement? I don't think he takes payouts, to be honest with you. Bruce, no, Bruce is his name. I don't think he is doing stuff like that. I just want to put it out there. Yo, that's cool. It's a little alleyway. Reminds me of Harrisburg. And you best believe there's a camera. And I'm going to walk. Like I said, look at the old curbing. This is made out of natural stone the whole way around. You don't get that anywhere else you go in town anymore. So I'm assuming this place right here is a bar because, not because of the windows, because of the Bud Light sign out front of it. So I understand why they have cameras up the alleyway now. This is really cool looking, actually, walking up this alley. There was a sign there that said no parking anytime. But like, yeah, I get that. Who would do such a thing? All right. Well, that was that part. It was a quick alley, wasn't it? We have really like walkway alleys, like real tight alleys in Harrisburg, up in the Berry Hill Street neighborhoods, right? Nicknamed the gang. Wow. Nicknamed the gangway. Big doggy. Big doggy. I ain't going to front y'all. Y'all see me jump, right? I jumped like a mile. He was right next to me when he barked. The only thing separating us was that fence. Airplane. Is it still cutting out? Is it cutting out? You said Donovan. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, William. That was a red Jeep. Oops, that direction. There we go. Oh, there's the damn thing again. Sorry, y'all, the gimbal again. There we go. William. Sorry, man. The controller is a joystick, and if I press it too many times or too long or a certain way, the wrong way, it switches modes. It'll start spinning. It'll start going up and down, side to side, all on its own, and I got to keep resetting it, and then it goes back to the starting position, and I got to try to readjust it again, and then I press it the wrong way again. and, it's a pain in the butt. It's very sensitive now that I've dropped it so many times and had to, do some repairs to it. But in the very beginning, before I started breaking it and doing stupid stuff to it, dropping it and all that good stuff, and then just throwing it anywhere, letting it bounce around in the car for weeks. It worked fine until I started doing that to it. Well, it's the operator error, not the technology, I'm not going to lie. Ugh. I wasn't looking at the sidewalk, I about fell through it. And there's this one again. We've seen this already, haven't we? The Jeep that missed leg day at the gym. That's what it looked like. Yeah, Mr. Pizza with the drive-through window, right? There's a chunk of coal. Found one, Donovan, finally. We gotta go up here because I gotta do something at the store real quick, so. If y'all been here before, you'd know. Cole Street. Yo, we was just walking on my street, I didn't even notice it. Cole Street. Alright? Because we was just walking up and down here. That's where we came from. And then we went up that way. No, we went that way, but yeah, we was on Cole Street. That's awesome. Okay, hold on. Maybe someone needs to land on your property. Yeah, I think so. I think that's how that works. Yeah, we gotta go take care of something real quick, y'all. Y'all want to come along? I mean, we could do y'all's at the same time too. Do it live on here. I'll let them talk to y'all live if you want. Do your smoking PD. Let's go get her a divorce and buy a gun, y'all. At the same time. And mail something and all that. But obviously that's only a joke, right? Obviously. But yeah. I still can't believe you could do all that in one spot. Yo, nice. Right? Purple and green trucking machine. Where have you not been banned from, Donovan? Holy moly, dude. You can't go in any drive-thrus with your e-bike anymore. Oh, that was your scooter. Now you got the bike. It's a different story, huh? When you get the bike. Cuss the lady out. I see you doing that. I see you doing that. That's the sad part. So what's up with these buildings? There's signs on them. They don't look like they're pretty occupied at all. Red Man Club. In a red building. Go figure. Smoking PD. I want to flag one down and talk to them and interview them. But they're never into it. They're always in doing everything but bothering me, so no problems there. No problems there whatsoever. And here's the front of the squatter building. This building next to it, though, is nice looking. What's that mean there, Donovan? $2.50 for a piece of tape? You can kick rocks with that. Yeah, I would have been upset too, but I probably wouldn't. Yeah, alright, I'm one of those, but depending on how heated they got with me. about the whole situation. Smoke shop. I didn't know that was there. Oh, that's a Puff Express too? Or Friendly or whatever. When did they put this one in? Oh yeah, that's right. So we got 3 Puffs in the city alone, in the city limits. Yikes. That's going to smell. That's interesting. You never know what you're going to see on Market Street. Oh, it does stink. Holy. Oh, man. Where's my Coal Region mask at? Speaking of which, my store disappeared, and I can't find my product listings at the moment. I have to go on after this and figure that out at some point when I get a moment today. Oh man, back to the city. Anyways, salon, Market Street, main salon or something. Oh, that's not a club. Street cleaner. Gotta get a street cleaner schedule. That'd be good to have. Because they give you, what is it, $5 to $10 tickets if you park on a street cleaner day. Alright, and now we're approaching good old Turkey Hill. Yo, speaking of which, I had this with me the whole time, and I just think, I'm thirsty, I'm about to go get a drink. Got mine right here. You know what I mean? Ready to go. What is on the Facebook page? What's on the Facebook page? See them gas prices though? They went down a little bit. Alright. I'll just get moving. I just had to take a few sips there. Gotta look for traffic so I don't get hit by a car. How that goes. There it goes again, doing what it wants. I think it just wants to show William the sidewalks for some odd reason. I don't get it. Like, I'm not trying to show you the sidewalks, man. Try to show you that. That's a cool building right there. It's possessed. Well, it shouldn't be. I take it to a lot of churches recently. If anything, I got a green light, finally. I think it should be good. Smoking Creek. It's Crick. Smoking Crick, not Creek. They did some real nice stonework though, didn't they? Very professional looking. I mean, for being polluted, they made it look half decent at least. Yeah, but yeah, right here's where they would park the train right over here, and you get your tickets and everything here and get on your train. They have it sitting along in here where the parking lot is, going this direction. So you can park your cars, get off, get in your train, load up, and then you take off that direction and go somewhere. and you end up coming back. It's pretty cool, actually. I imagine they switch the engines and go the other direction. I don't know if they just throw it in reverse or not. Not sure. Let's not forget we need another. This one is called Puff Puff Smoke Shop. Yeah. I want to say that's a Coca-Cola advertisement up there. Quick. Right quick. iHeartRadio. You know what? I hate to say it. You really don't get no radio stations up here. Like all that advertised on there. If I was to pull my AM/FM radio out right now and try to tune into any of that, I don't think I'd get most of that. Maybe like one or two of them at the most. But I wouldn't, you wouldn't pick nothing like that up around here anymore. And then if there's anything like digital antenna TV and stuff like that, you're definitely not getting that up here at all. I really want to get somewhere where I could jump on a train and not park in Harrisburg at the train station. I know about that place. I grew up there, not too far from that train station. So I don't want to park there, to be honest with you, and leave my vehicle there and jump on a train and ride around. But I want to find a good spot where I could do that. Jump on a train and just like end up in Philly, Jersey, anywhere. Just for a day. I'll live stream the trip a little bit, do a little bit of vlogging. Put it together, a nice little premiere for it. The usual. Alright, so we're just going to jump right on up Independence Street. Alright, so the other day when I went in there, that puff over there, y'all was with me and I got my wrap in there, right? Got home, opened that up, man, it crumbled to dust. It was so darn dry. I was so angry. You don't understand, I was angry. Went home to do my thing and then I got angry about it. It was too late at night to come back because they was closed. So, took that up as a loss, So this ain't a bad spot so far. There's a nice little e-scooter riding around over there. That's electric. Right over there, look. That thing. It says we are still open. Let's take a look. Oh wow. That's pretty interesting there. A nice little stream. Got the employees all staring at me in there. Acting all weird. Like weirdos, right? Okay, I was wrong. That's not an electric scooter over there. That's actually a really nice, small little bike. Oh, okay. It may be electric. I was hearing that one. That one might be electric across the street after all. Not positive though. Nice looking mural over there. See, if you walk up and down this street, don't light a cigarette up. Everybody will ask you for one. So Illiesburg's right where Knoebels is. And in Cole Township, if you want to buy some acreage. Cumberland. I'm looking for one that's, here we go, Cole Township. No idea what you're, half a house. Yeah, a pretty decent sized one. Yeah. Walnut Street. Oh, that's right up the street. $12 a square foot. Lasky Avenue. So yeah, some spots. We got the Salvation Army store here. They got Easter baskets out. They made their own Easter baskets up. Oh, look at that collector plate type. $9.99 for that. That's not a bad deal, huh? I don't know much about that kind of stuff, but that seems pretty cheap for something like that. I wonder what they're actually worth. But yeah, back in Independent once again. See, he's taking off, that guy that don't like me there. Must think I'm up to no good. Oh no, he's just parking his vehicle. Got crushed. What do you mean by they? Oh, they're worth nothing. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, there's lights on down here in this part of the building. See how bad it is in there? Horrible, right? That used to be the Dollar General. That's the sad part. I believe Donovan and I, we was talking the other day, right? And we were discussing, well, that story right here, how Dollar General got so many fines, like thousands and thousands of dollars fined because of the building. Pretty crazy, ain't it? Why is the laundromat only jumping at nighttime? Like, there's nobody over there right now. Man, there's a lot of cops out today, though. So there's the Latz Transportation. I guess that's the equivalency of city transportation right there. So that will take me to like the Walmart and stuff like that and back. Not far though. Maybe to Mount Carmel, maybe? I've never tried it, so maybe one of these days we'll get on there and we'll give it a shot. Go for a ride. You have to switch at Walmart. It's kind of like the with that transfer station, I guess you could consider that. Huh. It is getting really nice out now. Actually, it's warming up as I'm out here cruising around. Let's see what time it is. I didn't even look. Only 11:25. Oh, my battery looks horrible. 25%. Nah, I left with 75% battery, so I knew I wasn't going to last too long. We're over an hour already. I'm surprised we made it this long, bro. To be honest with you. So, y'all know what time it is. It is 11:26 on a Friday. No, my power bank's over at the house. It didn't even have any power on it. I didn't charge it. So, yeah. Alright, y'all. You know what it is. Until next time, y'all have a great Friday. Probably catch up with you later tonight. The weather's nice and not so windy. Until then, rise above, crack on.